All right, today we're talking about an absolute giant of the game, a player whose name just screams legend, Eusébio da Silva Ferreira. You probably know him as the Black Panther.
But before we dive into all the numbers, the goals, the trophies, I want to ask you something. What really makes a player a legend? Is it just about scoring a ton of goals? Is it those jaw-dropping moments you never forget? Or is there something else to it?
Well, for Eusébio, it was more than just goals. It was everything. See, he wasn't just a goal machine. He was a leader, an artist on the pitch, and a true sportsman. So let's start with that nickname, the Panther. I mean, how cool is that? And it wasn't just some random thing they called him. No, it perfectly described the kind of player he was.
Yeah, they called him the Black Panther. And when you hear why, it makes perfect sense. Just picture this, a player with this insane, explosive speed, just leaving defenders in the dust. A shot so powerful it was like a cannonball. And this sixth sense for where the ball was going to be. A true poacher's instinct. I mean, that was Eusébio.
Okay, so while he was a hero for his country, it was at his club, Benfica, where he became royalty. I mean, we're talking about the place where he built his empire. To this day, ask any Benfica fan and they'll tell you he is the greatest player to ever wear that shirt, period.
So, let's talk numbers for a second. At Benfica, he scored, get this, 473 goals.
Now hold on, because here's the crazy part. He scored all those goals in just 440 matches.
Yeah, you heard that right. More goals than games. Just let that sink in for a second. It means that pretty much every single time he walked out on that field for Benfica, you could almost bet he was going to find the back of the net. That kind of consistency, it's just mind-blowing, truly.
And look, these goals weren't just for show. They weren't empty stats. They translated directly into trophies. A lot of trophies. He was the main man when they won the European Cup in '62. Bagged 2 goals in the final, by the way. Oh, and he also led them to, wait for it, 11 league titles. The guy wasn't just a phenomenal player, he was a born winner. So when you're that dominant, the personal awards are going to follow, right? And in 1965, he got the big one. The whole world officially recognized him as the best on the planet when he won the Ballon d'Or. That's it. That's the mountaintop. You can't get any higher than that. Look, being a club legend is amazing. But performing for your country, on the biggest stage of them all, that's what turns a great player into a true icon. And for Eusébio, that moment, that stage, was the 1966 World Cup in England.
So in '66, he basically threw the entire Portuguese team on his back and carried them. He scored a ridiculous 9 goals in that one tournament. 9. He ran away with the Golden Boot, obviously, and dragged Portugal to a third-place finish. To this day, that's one of the greatest moments in their country's football history. But inside that World Cup run is maybe one of the greatest single-game performances ever. The quarterfinal against North Korea. Things are going horribly wrong. Portugal is down 3-0. It looks like it's all over. And then Eusébio just decided, nope, not today. He scores 1, then a second, then he gets his hat trick, and just to make sure he bangs in a 4th. 4 goals, and Portugal comes all the way back to win 5-3. Just unbelievable.
I mean, that wasn't just a comeback. It was a pure display of skill, of heart, and just an absolute refusal to lose. It's the performance that people remember from his international career. It's a story that's become a legend in football history. So, okay, we've talked about the goals, the trophies, the glory. But to really get the full picture of Eusébio, you have to look beyond all that. You have to look at the man he was.
And this, right here, is what really set him apart. He was as competitive as they come, don't get me wrong, but he played the game with this incredible sense of class and respect. You'd see him applauding opponents, even the refs, after a tough loss. He was a fantastic winner, but maybe an even better loser, and that earned him respect from absolutely everyone.
And because of that respect, his influence didn't just fade away when he retired. Not at all. He became this perfect ambassador for Benfica, for Portuguese football, and really for the sport as a whole. His name just became a symbol of class and greatness. So let's circle all the way back to that first question. What makes a player a legend? When you look at Eusébio, the answer is so clear, isn't it? It's the mind-boggling stats, for sure. It's those unforgettable, legendary moments. But just as important, it was his character. The stats, the moments, and the man. He was the total package, the complete icon.